Welcome to Etrax. Etrax, or Enhanced Tax Revenue Assessment and Collection System, is a software designed to help local government units improve revenue generation by using efficient, accountable, and transparent business processes. Installed in over 150 LGUs nationwide, Etrax is one of the widely used and trusted systems in the Philippines. It imposes best practice in local government transactions. Etrax consists of a database, an application server, and several client desktops securely linked via local area network or even through the internet. It is installed, operated, and managed on-premise by the local government. The Etrax software platform is composed of modules called plugins. Each plugin works seamlessly and harmoniously with each other to form one highly integrated system. Each user is assigned roles, so that only authorized modules can be accessed. The basic Etrax package contains 3 core modules: Treasury, Real Property, and Business Permit and Licensing. Each module has their own specific functions. To enhance the system further, you can purchase other plugins to automate the other processes such as market rental and construction permits. The centerpiece of Etrax is the Treasury module. It handles all tasks related to revenue and collection. All types of collections, such as general collection, business permits, and land tax, are centralized in this module. The Real Property system handles all functions related to managing real property records, such as land, buildings, and other improvements. It will also share its data, if needed, from other modules. The Business Permit and Licensing handles all functions related to managing business licenses, including registration, monitoring, assessment of fees, and issuance of permits. Its data can also be shared by the other modules. Let's take a closer look at the Etrax Treasury Collection module. To begin using this function, you need to have the following roles: the Accountable Form Officer, Collector, Liquidating Officer, and Cashier. The collection cycle is summarized as follows. 1. Request accountable forms from the Accountable Form Officer. The accountable forms are issued to collectors before they can collect. 2. Collectors perform the collection using a point-of-sale system and prints the receipts. 3. Collectors must perform daily remittance and remits the daily collection to the liquidating officer. 4. The liquidating officer generates the consolidated reports and the system segregates all collections by fund. 5. The reports are forwarded to the cashier who performs the deposit function. The Accountable Form Officer maintains an inventory of accountable forms which is stored and issued on a first-in, first-out basis, or FIFO, by the system. Accountable forms are the receipts used in collection, such as Form 51 for business and general collections, Form 56 for real property collections, and etc., including cash tickets. They can view reports such as the AF Inventory Report, the RAAF, or Report of Accountability for Accountable Forms, and the CRAAF, or Consolidated Report of Accountability of Accountable Forms, among others. The collector function contains several transactions, primary of which is the issue cash receipt. This function calls the point-of-sale, or POS-like facility, to do over-the-counter collections. Etrax uses an integrated collection screen that allows any collector to collect any type of collection without shifting to other applications or programs. A collector just selects the appropriate collection. For example, if a collector chooses General Collection, the screen for General Collections will appear. If the collector chooses Business Collection, the Business Collection screen will appear. Etrax automates everything, like calculating penalties or discounts if applicable. It can also accept partial payments, and the system makes the necessary adjustments. This makes the job easy and convenient for the collector and eliminates calculation mistakes, making them efficient and productive. Collecting RPT is also very easy. A collector just selects the RPT property collection, search an owner, and choose one or more properties to pay. Specify the year and quarter to pay. The system automatically computes penalties, discounts for prompt payment, and advance payments, and all other rules specified. The system also accepts partial payments or payments for advance years. The serial number in Etrax is auto-generated based on the accountable forms assigned. Etrax accepts non-cash payments like checks and payments through bank fund transfers. Once issued, the collector cannot manipulate or edit the cash receipt. However, there are facilities to make corrections approved by user with a supervisor role. The system also maintains a collector's cash book for monitoring and auditing. At the end of the day, collectors must perform the remittance function. The remittance function collects all unremitted receipts and auto-generates a report. The collector must remit the money indicated in the system. Once complete, they will submit this to the liquidating officer, together with the money collected. Etrax can generate the daily collection report. The liquidating officer consolidates all remittances into one report called the collection voucher. This function also segregates collections by fund. When complete, this is forwarded to the cashier for deposit. The income report is the source data for the journal entry voucher template for the accounting office, and statement of revenue sources for SRE report preparation. Etrax also has strong support for e-payment. Using the Philippizan website at www.philippizan.com, a taxpayer can pay real property tax dues, business permit fees, and other transactions. Billing is automatically calculated, and successful payment is posted to the ledgers in real time. The system sends the electronic OR via email. Payment partners include Land Bank, DBP, PayMaya, and GCash. Etrax is a comprehensive system in managing real property records. For example, if we have a piece of land, it will be assessed and identified by an internal ID with a unique PIN, or property index number assigned to it. A PIN constitutes the province, municipality, barangay, section, and parcel. Once a transaction is approved, a corresponding ledger will be created in the land tax module. The ledger records the tax dues and payments made by the taxpayer. All buildings and other improvements on top of this land will have the land PIN as the prefix for its own PIN and its sequence. All of these real property units will also be assessed and will have its corresponding ledgers. If this land were to be subdivided, Etrax will check first if there are no arrears in the mother lot's ledger. If none, the mother lot and its ledger will be cancelled, and new properties will be created. The new properties will also create their corresponding ledgers. The building and other improvements will be associated to these new lots, and the PIN of the building and improvements will be renumbered, corresponding to their new lots. It will also update its ledgers to reflect these changes. What is truly unique about Etrax is it will ensure that all of these transactions will be carried out in one go, so when a subdivision is approved, all these new changes will be effected simultaneously to eliminate errors. A typical RPT transaction goes like this. First, the transaction is received and encoded to the system. It is then submitted for tax mapping for the map information of the property. After, it is then submitted for appraisal to assess the property value. Then for recommendation, and finally for approval. The output is the FAAS, or Field Appraisal Assessment Sheet, tax declaration, and the Notice of Assessment. The land tax module contains several functions on top of its basic functions. A few of these, for example. It can generate regular billing as well as advanced billing. It can do tax credits for adjusting overpayments, double payments, wrong ledger posted, and tax adjustments. Tax difference for adjusting ledgers if there is an increase in assessed value and advance payments were already made. And several reports can be generated. Another innovative feature is the ability to allow data exchange between the province and municipality through cloud connectivity. This enables fast and near real-time approval of transactions and land tax payments. It harmonizes data between the province and municipality. Finally, let's take a look at the business permit and licensing module. It handles the complete cycle of business permit licensing, such as new and renewal of businesses. First, the business information is encoded into the system. This is then assessed by the Treasurer's office. After approval of the assessment, it is submitted for payment handled by the Treasury module. After payment, the license is printed for release. Business assessments are 100% fully automated and eliminates manual intervention. This is made possible because Etrax uses a rule engine to define complex calculations. In compliance with the ease of doing business, Etrax also allows online renewal of permits, including e-payments and email of advanced electronic copies of permits. Continuous work is being done to enable all business transactions to be online. For more information, contact us at Remises Systems Incorporated.